And good evening once again, day 91 of the Biden administration, though tonight in Minneapolis at the intersection that has become a memorial known as George Floyd Square. Peaceful crowds gathered yet again, not to protest, but to mark a change, a new message of accountability, and just perhaps a bellwether moment in the relationship between law enforcement in our country and communities of color. Former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin is now in a jail cell after being convicted of murder in the death of George Floyd. Late this afternoon, after some 10 hours of deliberations in all, the jury said it had reached a verdict.
Count 1, unintentional second-degree murder, guilty. Count 2, third-degree murder, guilty. Count 3, second-degree manslaughter, guilty.
And with that, it was all over. The jury was dismissed. Court officers went over to Chauvin, placed him in handcuffs, led him out of the room to await sentencing 2 months from now. Outside court, as word spread, tension gave way to relief. Celebrations, in fact, as the gathered crowd realized Chauvin had been convicted on all 3 counts. Minnesota's Attorney General Keith Ellison, who once represented the area in Congress, praised the police officers who testified against Chauvin, as well as those who actually witnessed Floyd's murder.
I would not call today's verdict justice, however, because justice implies true restoration. But it is accountability, which is the first step towards justice. The people who stopped and raised their voices on May 25th, 2020, they stopped and they raised their voices because they knew that what they were seeing was wrong. They were vindicated by the chief of police, by Minneapolis' longest-serving police officer, and by many other police officers who stepped up and testified as to what they saw and to what they knew. What happened on that street was wrong.
George Floyd's family also reacted to today's verdict. His brothers noted the significance of the jury's unanimous decision, as well as another case involving deadly use of force.
To get a guilty charge on all accounts. We got a chance to go to trial. So this right here is for everyone that been in this situation, everybody.
10 miles away from here, Mr. Wright, Dante Wright.
That's right.
Yeah. He should still be here. We have to always understand that we have to march. We will have to do this for life. We have to protest because it seems like this is a never-ending cycle.
The Floyd family also spoke by phone with President Biden, who called them and said, among other things, quote, "At least, God, now there is some justice." Not long after that, the president, who earlier today revealed he had been, quote, praying the verdict is the right verdict, appeared with the vice president and spoke to the nation.
Today's verdict sends that message, but it's not enough. We can't stop here. And this takes acknowledging and confronting head-on systemic racism and the racial disparities that exist in policing and in our criminal justice system. The guilty verdict does not bring back George. But through the family's pain, they're finding purpose. So George's legacy will not be just about his death, but about what we must do in his memory.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. You should know that you can follow today's top stories and breaking news and catch up on your favorite MSNBC shows all in one place. Download the NBC News app today.